Noah's cheering sound was like a very powerful force, constantly surging into Leon's body. Leon could feel his body filled with energy again. He looked ahead with a determined gaze and revealed a confident smile. He whispered, "Since Noah has already encouraged me, there's no way I can lose now." Leon used all his strength and immediately caught up with Gordon at his fastest speed. He flashed Gordon a smirk, as if mocking the futility of his previous attempts. Gordon turned his head and saw Leon suddenly appear next to him and running alongside him. He was very surprised. He never expected Leon to have the strength to keep up with his speed. Seeing Leon's running speed getting faster, and even preparing to surpass him, Gordon felt very unhappy. He doesn't like other dragons to run faster towards the finish line than him. He furrowed his brow and anxiously thought in his heart, "If this continues, I will be surpassed by him." If that's the case, you've brought this upon yourself. Gordon suddenly came up with a method. He took advantage of the situation, where other contestants and referees were not paying attention. Used his lightning magic on his shoulder, and secretly approached Leon. He wants Leon to be injured, and unable to continue participating in the competition. Leon looked down very cautiously, and noticed Gordon's small movements. As a very powerful dragon slayer, he quickly felt the aura of magic. He realized that Gordon wanted to sneak attack him. At this moment, Leon stomped fiercely on the track with his foot. "If you persist in playing despicable tricks, don't blame me for what happens next." Leon gritted his teeth and quickly increased his running speed, distancing himself from Gordon and dodging his lightning magic. At the same time, he forcefully dug back some sand and soil and attacked Gordon. Since Gordon wants to secretly perform some dishonorable actions, Leon won't simply let him get away with it. Gordon was stunned when he saw that Leon was not hit by his lightning magic. At this moment, Gordon's eyes were hit by the dust and sand raised by Leon. He closed his eyes uncomfortably and whispered, "Ouch, that's painful." In order to use lightning magic on Leon, Gordon's body gently tilted to the right. However, he hadn't anticipated that dust and sand would get into his eyes, making it difficult for him to see the playground track in front of him at once. His right foot immediately tripped over his left foot. In no time, Gordon lost his balance and fell forward onto the track. Without Gordon as his competitor, Leon immediately accelerated and rushed towards the finish line. Noticing the situation on the track, Pineapple said to the audience, Gordon fell before the finish line." Leon is the first to cross the finish line. Leon opened his arms with a confident expression and rushed over the red ribbon at the finish line. Congratulations to the Melkivi family for winning the relay race championship. Pineapple announced the results of the relay race to the audience with an excited tone. The on-site audience erupted into enthusiastic applause, feeling happy for their wonderful competition. After crossing the finish line, Leon immediately ran towards Roswitha and Noah standing nearby. As he ran, he raised his hands and made a victory gesture towards them, implying that he had achieved victory for them. Roswitha and Noah also ran towards Leon with smiles, celebrating the moment of victory with him. Leon bent down and happily picked up Noah. He asked her with excitement about her cheering for him just now. "What did you just shout? For Leon's question, Noah looked aside with a slight blush on her cheeks. She feels a bit shy about it. She whispered to Leon, "Dad." Leon pressed his face against Noah's and happily rubbed against her. He was very happy about Lewin calling him Dad. After all, Noah had never officially called him Dad before this. He looked at her with a very happy expression and said to her, "That feels good. Keep saying it." Noah dared not look and continued to look at Leon's face. She turned her head and said to him, Let's talk about it when you win the first place at the sports meeting." Although Noah still communicated with Leon in this way of speaking, in her heart, she was also happy with Leon's reaction. Roswitha seemed to have noticed what happened between Leon and Gordon as they rushed towards the finish line. She walked up to Leon and asked him, "Have you been injured?" Leon understood that Roswitha asked him what this sentence meant. After placing Noah on the ground, he turned his head to look at Roswitha and answered her, "I'm fine." At this moment, Gordon's wife, Misty, helped the limping Gordon to the referee's seat next to the playground. His clothes got dirty when he fell, making him look a bit disheveled. When Dean saw his father injured, he looked at him with a very worried expression and followed him over. Gordon was very dissatisfied with the game just now. He angrily pointed at Leon and said loudly to the referee, "I'm reporting him. He cheated at the last moment by throwing sand at me. That's a major foul." Leon also felt very dissatisfied when he heard Gordon's words. Originally, Gordon wanted to secretly play a despicable trick, but now it's Gordon who wants to slander him for doing something wrong. He crossed his hands on his chest and looked at Gordon with an angry expression, saying to him, "Huh? Do you want to accuse me of having problems?" Leon pointed at Gordon and revealed the truth about what happened when they were on the track. "He was trying to sneak attack me while sprinting just now. The evidence is that there are traces of electric current on his shoulder." Upon hearing Leon's words, Gordon immediately became nervous. He suddenly didn't know what to say to refute Leon. He didn't expect that Leon had already noticed his little movements. Leon tightly embraced his body with both hands and swayed it left and right. He showed an innocent expression as he looked at the referee, pretending to be very scared of the situation at that time. He said to the referee with a sad tone, "I was extremely scared at the time, so I ran forward with all my might. Maybe I accidentally raised some dust at that time. Can't you blame me for this?" Although the referee felt a bit speechless about Leon's performance, he also believed that what Leon said made some sense. "Please cooperate with the inspection." The referee walked up to Gordon and reached out to him, wanting to check if there were any traces of electric current on his body like Leon said. Gordon suddenly panicked. He took a slight step back and stuttered, Wait." Misty was very dissatisfied with the referee's behavior. She walked up and said with an angry tone, "My husband was injured by him. Why do you still want to investigate him?" Just as the matter could not be resolved, an elderly voice reached the ears of everyone present. "What's going on?" Leon and Roswitha turned their heads and saw a strange dragon appear near the referee's seat. An elderly dragon with 2 bodyguards slowly walked towards them. Although his hair and beard are already gray-white, his eyes sparkled with undimmed vitality. He was wearing a long robe in the same color as Gordon's sportswear, exuding an air of commanding authority. He is the chairman of the Arbitration Committee and Electric Dragon Clan's leader, Saul. Seeing their leader personally come here, Gordon felt like he saw a life-saving straw. He greeted Saul with a joyful expression. "Chief."
Hi! Pineapple has a good news to tell you. My app Lullaby can now be downloaded on the App Store and Google Play. You can search for Lullaby Light Novel in the search bar to find the app. After downloading the app, you can read our exclusive novels and comics more easily on your mobile phone. If you are interested, you can download Lullaby from the App Store and Google Play.